So yeah, this is the second video of my second experience. I had more experiences, but I stopped for a long time. Now I'm beginning to do this again because I'm going to get more serious on this thing because hey, you know, have to awaken, see the truth, get out of this matrix. So this is what happened to me today. But yesterday, the thing is, after my experience, that same day, my dad and mom went to the casino before 4 o'clock and they came back home at 12:30, 12:40 in the morning, as in today. So my dad was drunk, my mom was a little bit sick, she went to bed. She drank too, but she was feeling sick. So she went to bed. I waited for my dad to finish eating. Then he went to bed too. I stayed inside for like 30 40 minutes. Then I decided to head out the house and meditate outside. As soon that I opened the door and I took some few steps and looked on my left, I saw the orb thing of kind of 3 or 4 meters before in front of me, floating and like telling me, "Hey, come here." And I went. I meditated. I could not get that deep in it, but then I could, and I managed. And the vibration, the energy that I got, because I asked my higher self, and I told my higher self to help me recharge and raise my frequency higher, and I felt the crystals and my higher self giving me energy. And this time it was, I don't know, 3 or 4 times more powerful than my last time. So yeah, I stayed there meditating for like 30, 30 minutes, 25 minutes. So I had this feeling like I could stay longer, but I stayed for like 3 5 minutes more. Then I said, hey, I'm going out inside, going to meditate inside. So I took my crystals. I went in my room, put the crystals around me. I crossed my legs, started to meditate. Same things happened, and see my thought path, my thoughts. Then I focus on my breathing. It didn't go that deep like last time. I don't know why. Maybe I was tired, but I slept in the day time. So 15 minutes passed, 13 minutes passed, something like that. I felt that something grabbed my on the bottom of my leg. It got my leg, my foot, my feet, my foot, my left foot. So yeah, I stayed there. Then oh, and I had my bandana covering my eyes because the moonlight goes inside my room and the oxygen and energy. That's good for me, but the moonlight goes inside my room and I don't want the light to bother me. So I took my I didn't took my bandana. I didn't take my bandana off, so I grabbed my crystals in the dark. I climbed on bed. I put the biggest crystal, it's a quartz. I put it here. So the other crystals I put two on my left, one on my right, and the tiger eye under my pillow. And I try to not meditate. I mean, try to astral project. This time it took longer. It took me like 30 to 40 minutes to feel something, a gentle vibration. No, wait, no, I'm telling you wrong. As soon that I reached 10 minutes, I started to feel this vibration and energy. That it wasn't not my body, it was energy. They were giving me energy. I think it was my crystals and my higher self, but mostly my crystals this time. And right now I'm seeing an orb on my left right now. It just appears like that when I'm just relaxed and not focusing. So, or focusing on something, but on my, there's a name for that, on the edge of your eye vision, something like that. I can see things. So 20 minutes pass, I feel it stronger, get stronger, get stronger. 30 minutes, I feel it's really strong. 40 minutes or 35 minutes, I don't know. Then I feel a gentle vibration. And this is the funny part. It may be a short lucid dream, but for me, it was a dream, maybe a hidden message of subconscious message. In this dream, I'm going to call the dream, I saw myself trying to astral project. I was sleeping on a bed, and it was not my bed, it was another bed. It was bigger than this queen size. It was like those rich people big beds, you know. It doesn't have the wood thing, but it was really wide and large. A lot of pillows, colorful pillows like yellowish orange or orange reddish. The covers were kind of red, not red, but orange red, kind of. So then, like in 5 6 seconds, I see my my astral body getting out of my body, racing up. As soon that I astral project, I see a hat. Yeah, you heard right, a hat. It was a white hat floating in the air, like 4 or 5 meters in front of me, and I'm seeing the orb again on my left. It looks like yellowish. This one or this time. So it was 4 or 5 meters in front of me, and like this place was really tall, really big. This place was wide, big, everything. Lot of things, lot of fancy things inside. Now I'm seeing two orbs, one up and one down. So um, it was kind of 4 meters and a half or 5 meters above in the air, floating. It was kind of facing this way, like that, and it was white. And I did in my head, I could see, I had this thought that I could do telekinesis. So I did. The intention I had was to let it come to me, and it slowly floated down towards me, and I wanted it to land on my head so I could wear it, but it passed me, and right about here it fell down on the floor. Then I looked on my left, and I saw my mom, and she was wearing this white shirt, something like that, and she was smiling. She was kind of happy. So I tried to communicate with her. I asked her, "Can you see me? Can you see me? Can you hear me?" And nothing. She could not see me or anything. And I got happy because I thought, hey, I'm astral projecting. But as soon I thought that, like 2 seconds later or 1 second later, I was in some other place. I saw my mom again, but this time she had a luggage, and next to her, my dad was standing wearing a black jacket and a hat and a scarf. That's how you call it, something like that. Yeah, scarf. And he also had like, I think he also had luggage. So on his left side, like if he's standing here, my mom here, and here, this like this bridge, you know, the bridge that there's the main road, and there's a bridge on top that you can walk and cross the road, something like that. It was the leather was kind of yellowish. It was a metal, something like that. So I thought, hey, if I felt like this presence, like somebody's gonna come, and I thought probably me, like my body, my real me. But no, some other people crossed, like two or three people, and one of them was a guy that I've seen in real life. I think so. Maybe at school, I don't remember where, but he was tall, lighter skin than me, really light skin, really tall, skinny, and he walked me between my mom and dad, and like they were going to somewhere, like they were going to the airport or something like that. I think it was a subconscious message for myself. Maybe it's the meaning is that I'm getting close to not stop. I don't know. So yeah, that's all. Oh, and I don't know if I posted it on the other video, but I used to ask people and think if you should not swallow your saliva to not break your concentration to have an outer body experience or astral project or sleep paralysis. I'm just saying this. If I didn't say that on the first video, I don't remember. But if I say it again, hey, it's a reminder. I'm going to say it again if I did. Is that you can swallow your saliva, but gently. If in every 5 minutes you have the sensation that you have to swallow your saliva, try to not focus on it and forget it. Like if in every 5 minutes you have to swallow, try to make it in every 7 or 8 minutes. Like put some extra minutes in it, like 2 3 minutes more. Maybe probably more depends on depends. But when you have that sensation to swallow and it feels like your mouth is getting full, it's not true. You just feel it like that way. It's really lit. I've tried. Try it yourself if you want. So yeah, and I have this friend. She has a sister. Her sister knows a lot of these things. She knows a lot of things. So she taught her that you can swallow, and she told me that. And I asked this YouTuber on YouTube. His account name is Higher QI13. Yeah, Higher QI13. He knows a lot of things. I asked him on YouTube. I think you can even see my comments. And he said, yeah, as long as you don't break the concentration or break it, the trance, I think, it's okay. But there's Xavier Gordon and some other YouTubers that claim they astral project without swallowing. So it depends on you what you want to accomplish. Oh, I think it said that on the first video, but hey. So yeah, after that I felt that something grabbed my foot. Like 4 minutes later, I started to hear this sound, like an entity trying to communicate with me. And it was not deep in the trance. I really literally heard this sound, and it kept on doing that for like 10 minutes, literally, or maybe longer. So it stopped. Let's say it did it like 3 times now. 5 seconds later, it did 3 times again. I kept on doing that. Then it stopped for like 15, 20 seconds. Then in my head, I had this intention. I had this thing, this feeling to do the same sound in my head, in my mind. I did that. After I did that, it talked to me back doing that thing. Like, and the thing is, entities do things or or make you smell things for you to recognize them. Like if the next time you hear a cold sound and it's not the same as the first one you heard, it's not the entity. But if it's the same one, it's the same entity. So yeah, I almost forgot that.